Elizabeth Congdon. She was murdered on June 27th, 1977. She was 83 years old, and she was smothered in her bed with a pink satin pillow by her son-in-law. And before he went to the room and smothered her, he killed her night nurse in the hallway with a candlestick holder that he beat her to death with.
Alright, so check this out. We decided today, since I have off work and Sadie has off work, that we are going to do this house tour. She's actually been reading the book. Hey, where's that book at actually? Let me see it. What's it called?
The Fate of Mercy Alban.
Okay, you see that? Probably don't. I don't know how focused that is. But this is a book called The Fate of Mercy Alban. And this is by Wendy Webb. In this book, she actually talks about this house that is actually in Duluth, Minnesota. And that actual house is giving tours today. So I thought, I'm off work, you're off work. We don't have much going on. So how about we go check out that tour, and you can actually see the house that was mentioned in this book you just finished reading.
And I said yes.
She said yes. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. Let's do it. Okay, so we're on our way to this house that she's been reading about. And on our way, I figure, well, this would be a good time for her to explain to you guys exactly what this house is all about and what it's known for. So she's gonna, I guess, read you guys a little excerpt from a book or something and fill you guys in on what exactly this tour is about. So go ahead, Sadie, and let them know what's going on.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the mansion. It says, don't expect to get all your questions answered when you take a tour of Glensheen, the Congdon Mansion in Duluth. For the real story about the murders and the
whoa.
murder, yeah, it was where there was those murders back in 1977.
You didn't say anything about this book and being murdered.
It's a book about the mansion, and the murders happened at the mansion.
Okay, but why are we just now hearing about murders and whatnot? I mean, I thought this was just
well, it's a big house.
A big house you're reading about.
And then when the murders happened, the house was given to...
murder? How many murders? How many people were murdered?
I know for sure two.
You know for sure two?
Yes, Elizabeth Congdon. She was murdered on June 27th, 1977. She was 83 years old, and she was smothered in her bed with a pink satin pillow by her son-in-law. And before he went to the room and smothered her, he killed her night nurse in the hallway with a candlestick holder that he beat her to death with.
What?
Yeah. So it's kind of like a real-life Clue game, only we already know he beat her to death in the hallway and then smothered her with a pillow in the bedroom. So we get to go see the bedroom, see the hallway, and see the whole other house too.
Wait. Why did he kill the who? The maid?
Her nurse.
The nurse. Why did he do that?
I don't know. Let's find out what was going on. I got more in the stories.
Well, I'm just a little taken aback because I just thought we were going to a big house that you're reading about, and I feel like you kind of didn't tell me that this was going to be like a haunted type house. Is that what it is?
It's not haunted.
Well, people died in it, right? I mean,
yes.
Residual energy kind of lingers, and
oh, stop being a chicken.
I'm
we're gonna go.
saying,
we're gonna go and we're gonna take a tour
in a haunted house.
In a house that people were murdered in.
That's not haunted.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see a ghost or even think I see a ghost, I'm about to be up like Chuck.
You're so dumb.
Because the black man, he ain't dying in this movie, okay? Wow. So, apparently, she's been holding back a little bit about what's really going on. Apparently now this is some kind of murder, what, mystery type haunted house?
Well, there's like some books written about it that are murder books because of its haunted history-ish past. It has a sordid history.
Sound like to me it's got a sort of somebody been murdered. So, I don't know. I thought we were just going to see a big house. I didn't know that we were doing some
Doesn't that make it better?
It's not really. You know, if I would have known this had some kind of murder history or bad energy.
You'd have worn your garlic today?
Yeah, I would have had a cross on, garlic for sure. Just all the basics that you're supposed to bring. What, like some kind of kosherized baptism water or something? I don't know. What do they use in that stuff?
I don't know. Let's just read a little bit more about it, and then you'll get to hear, like, more about what we're going to see.
Don't read stuff that's going to scare me, because I might just turn this car right back around. You know,
okay, so this book is called The Secrets of Congdon Mansion, and this is where they tell you about it.
Wait, what book are you reading from?
I'm reading The Fate of Mercy Alban, but I got curious about the house, so this book talks about the house. In a cemetery next to the mansion, he waited. Oh yeah, there's a cemetery connected to the house.
Yeah,
so,
of course, it's got to be.
Well, it's where all the people who lived in it were buried. It's like the family burial grounds.
Wait a minute. So now you're telling me that this is some kind of unholy ground?
No, it's consecrated holy ground if it's a burial ground, isn't it?
If there were murders there and people died and were buried, then it's unholy.
You're being foolish. The guy sits in a cemetery.
So
already there were dead people there. There were already dead people buried there if he's in the cemetery while he waits to go murder someone.
I don't want to bring anything home with me.
Oh, I want to get a couple books there. More books about it.
So now you want to actually buy stuff from the house where people died and bring it home where we live.
Yeah. So I can read some more books.
You do know that stuff can attach to you, and if you start acting crazy a week from now and speaking some kind of...
You can have an exorcism, babe. Thinking that you could even record an exorcism.
Well, I'm not trying to really do all that. I'm just trying not to have nothing attached and come back with us. So that's kind of why I don't like that haunted crap. So I wish you kind of would have told me this before we kind of bought the tickets and everything, because I don't like messing around with that stuff.
Okay, well, too late now, and we'll see how well you enjoy it.
Okay, so we are in Superior, which is the terminal that I work at. And now we're about to cross over to Duluth. And Duluth is about 5 minutes over the bridge. I'm crossing the bridge right now. I love the scenery coming into Duluth. There's so much industry, not to mention Lake Superior. And Lake Superior is beautiful this time of year. So, we're about to go to Duluth, and that's where the house is at.
After 2 miles.
The house that I'm touring is going to be in Duluth, and we're going to hang out here for a little bit until the tour, because the tour is at what time, Sadie? 5 o'clock?
5:30.
5:30. So we're just going to hang out in Duluth until our tour of this so-called murderous house or haunted house or whatever. Check out the mountains. Wow. That's such a beautiful scene from here. In Duluth, Minnesota, actually, is a good place to buy apparel and shoes and stuff because they don't tax it. So a lot of people in Wisconsin over here in Superior side, they will go to Duluth to get their apparel and their shoes and do their shopping because you can save so much more money just on taxes alone. There's a BN terminal actually. You see the trains? Can you see the train tracks? There's one of the terminals. Okay, so we made it to the, what is it? The Congdon house?
It's the Congdon Mansion, but it's called Glensheen Mansion.
The Congdon Mansion.
No, it's Glensheen.
Let me see that brochure. Where is it? Glensheen. Where does it say that?
Glensheen, right there, under the house.
Okay.
Here's the gardener's cottage. So we have to go over here
Okay.
to the carriage house. Here they have a bunch of gardens that they make in the summertime. They have all kinds of